Welcome to the new official channel of RGB-Pi. In today's video, we will show you how to install the JAMMA adapter, step by step on your arcade machine. Come on intro, and let's get started. The first thing we must do is place one of the T-pieces in our connector that are inserted in the protective foam, along with our JAMMA board. It is vitally important not to skip this step, since failure to do so is very easy to damage the circuit by mistake when connecting it incorrectly, and this is not covered by the warranty. It is about placing the piece on the pin numbered as 7 in our JAMMA, and pressing until it enters. Do not worry if it goes too hard, this will prevent it from coming out. Next, with nothing connected to our JAMMA, we will turn on our machine, and with the help of a multimeter, we will measure the voltage between the ground pins and 5 volts. This voltage must be exactly 5.25 volts. Surely we will have a higher or lower value, so we must adjust it with the corresponding potentiometer of our machine. Once finished, we will also check between pin 16 and ground, that corresponds to the coin mechanism. We will see if when making a coin or activating the switch, some voltage appears on this pin, since this would indicate that our coin mechanism, or the coin counter, is sending a voltage towards the board, and that would damage our circuit. If so, we must interpose a relay in this cable that comes from the coin mechanism, as we can see in the following diagram. We can turn off our machine again, and now we are going to assemble our new JAMMA board with the Raspberry Pi. It is highly recommended to join them with some screws that keep them together so that when putting it in and taking it out of the connector, it will never suffer the GPIO, which would be the one that would withstand all the force exerted. It is also the moment, if we are interested, to install some fan support that we can find in Thingiverse, created by the community. Or failing that, a passive heatsink both in the Raspberry and in the golden square of our JAMMA board that corresponds to the audio amplifier. The same size used for the Raspberry CPU will work for the audio amplifier. In case of installing the fan, we can solder it on the pins marked with 5 volts and GND on the board. Now comes the long-awaited moment. Checking that our machine is off, we will connect the board in our JAMMA connector. Remember that it is not necessary to plug the Raspberry by USB, since it takes the power from the source of the arcade itself. We only need to introduce our microSD, which we will have created previously with the Etcher program, recording the image of the operating system that is available on the web. We turn on our machine and, here we go. We already have RGB-Pi installed and running in our arcade. In future videos we will see how to add games, and what basic adjustments we can make to our machine after installation. And we'll see you soon in a new video.